Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Good Enough Gaming Podcast. This week's episode is entitled The N64 is 30 and We Are Old.
I'm back.
The N64 is celebrating its 30th anniversary. Yeah, you heard that right. The 30th. If you're like us and it feels like just yesterday you were shredding your palms and thumbs on the old three-handed...
Don't do that under the table.
No, please don't. And come shed a tear with us as we admit how old we are and reminisce about some of the good old days and the iconic N64. To celebrate this momentous occasion, we thought it would be prudent for us to share our own personal top 10s on the N64, the titles that helped shape us into the colossal nerds that we are now. Maybe even a few memories here and there about, you know,
Member berries.
N64 memories. So get your sleeping bags out on the floor in front of the TV, finish rewinding the VHS tape before you switch over to the aux input. Get that bowl of Doritos and a 2-liter of Dr. Pepper out, plug in the Rumble Pack, and take a stroll down memory card lane with us.
Make sure you're on channel 3.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't forget the expansion pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously we are talking about the Nintendo 64, one of the like iconic systems.
Like
100%.
generational.
I still remember Christmas of '96 getting an N64 and Mario Kart at my grandma's house.
Fuck.
And
Yes.
that was like peak Christmas.
That was the classic. Oh my God, it's a Nintendo.
Yeah, exactly. And then like playing Mario Kart for like hours and then trying to explain to older family members how to play it and what they should be doing.
Even though we were like 8 and 5 or
Yeah,
something. And
yeah.
then they were like, I don't get this.
Probably terrible at the
And this is how you play drunk driving Mario Kart, Grandma.
Yeah.
You shotgun a beer.
You have to finish your drink. You're not allowed to drink and drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One or the other. Oh, so I could not believe when I read it. It was like 30 years old, and it
Yeah, that's absurd. That's alarming.
and it was
so
such a
concerning.
it was such a peak 90s console too, when they had like the see-through plastic version.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Bring
and there's
that
like
shit
some
back,
Purple, the
man.
orange,
Yeah.
the
green, the Donkey Kong edition.
So
Yeah.
good.
That was like peak like special edition systems, you know.
Well, just having choice.
Yeah.
Back when companies were okay with being different.
Being a little fun, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, some whimsy in our life.
And like the include like rumble packs too. Like the physics or like the engines weren't included in controllers like they
No.
are now.
They
You
add
had
'em on.
a separate battery powered thing to the bottom of your controller.
With the
That thing took
expander.
like
Yeah.
4 AA batteries.
Yeah.
Shit, my Rumble Pack's dead.
Yeah.
So story time. One of my most memorable N64 moments. I had the same Christmas that you
Yeah.
guys did,
Yeah.
opening
Best
it
Christmas.
up. It
I
was
feel like
so
a lot of
good.
people did, and it's just it's such a like core memory thing that happens.
Yeah. But for me, so our N64, sorry, Daryl. So our N64 was in the basement, and I slept in my room, which was on the top floor. And I remember playing Ocarina of Time, and I was trying to get through all the temples, trying to figure that out as a young kid. And so I was waking up at 6 a.m., sneaking down the hallway past my parents' bedroom all the way to the basement. And there was no social media or like cell phones that back then. So I was printing off thick stacks of walkthrough
Like
guides
guides. Yeah.
of how to
CC.
get through the water temple
Oh yeah.
in Ocarina
You could
of
go to
Time.
Ultimate Playground or whatever that website was, where you could like get people's
The guides, yeah.
creative
Yeah.
walkthroughs.
And so I was going like page by page in the basement at 6 a.m. trying to figure out how to get through these levels. And because I knew as soon as my brothers woke up, the console wasn't mine anymore.
Youngest sibling problems.
Get
Yeah.
the fuck out of the way. Yeah, you know, so I was like, okay, I got a solid hour and a half maybe before anybody wakes up and I can try and get through this level. And like, that's a memory I'll never forget. I'll never forget that.
It's just so big. Like now consoles, I mean, we've got like, how many FPS do you get? And like everything's become a PC. But like at the time, like when you go from like the Super Nintendo to the N64 to the PS2 or whatever, like the generational jumps of technology and what the consoles could now do was so huge, right? Like N64 introducing like more of these like third person 3D, you know, you think of Mario 64 and some of these other games, like you just weren't possible on the old ass systems.
Yeah.
So like this was like the introduction of that. And it brought in, like we've talked about this so many times before, like it solidified so many franchises that are still popular.
Oh, big time. Yeah.
Some of these franchises still only exist because of N64.
Yep.
Because they were that big.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Even just Mario Kart itself.
Mario
Kart was not like really a sought after game for the Super Nintendo. It was kind of dog shit.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't a very good game.
Mario Kart 64 is iconic.
Yes.
Yeah. Like to me, the ones that stand out for that sort of thing are Mario Kart 64 and Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you don't have either of those franchises nowadays if they don't start, you know, on the N64.
Correct.
Even Zelda, like when you were playing like Link to the Past or Link's Awakening on Game Boy and stuff, like, or even some of the older systems, like there was people who are like, yeah, I love the Super Nintendo and stuff like that. It's like Ocarina of Time is what made Legend of Zelda a franchise, right? Like we don't get Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild now without that, because I don't think it was popular enough.
No.
Well, I don't think you could take it one step further. I don't think you get open world RPGs and action games without something like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
You know, because like that was when you walked out of the forest into like the open Hyrule fields.
Yeah.
And the game was like, go anywhere.
Here you go.
You have a quest, but go anywhere.
Go for it.
Figure it out.
And like that whole concept as a young kid was just fucking mind blowing. It's like, wait, you mean I could go anywhere here?
Yeah.
It's like that was just such a poof, you know, your mind just blows up a little bit. And that just created an entire like new genre of games for a lot of companies back then. Like it's crazy to think about.
So I think the main goal for us today is to take a trip down memory lane, to remember games that we played and like kind of come up with our own personal top 10. This isn't like the definitive all-time top 10, because like, there's a billion of those lists, and
to preface, for us, it's games that we actually played.
Yeah.
Now, you guys actually had the system. Yeah. I did not. I had to rely on my
poor.
Yeah. Well, there's two reasons for that. Number one was my good buddy Ian had the N64, so anytime I went to his house, I played N64. And second was my sister would sometimes rent the N64 because you could rent consoles.
Remember when you could rent consoles?
At Blockbuster when she worked there, so she would just bring the N64 with a few games home for me, and I would play on that for like a week.
Yeah.
So I rocked that Super Nintendo for a very long time, but thanks to my good buddy Ian for always letting me play N64 at his house.
So good.
So I think the order of operations here is we'll talk about our like 10 to 6 to start with, and then we'll take our little break.
Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know. I hate myself for that.
This was like Baldur's Gate or something, like everyone disapproved.
Yeah.
Nobody liked that. Nobody liked that.
And then we'll come back around with our top 5 picks. Do we want to do them 10 to 6, one person at a time?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Jordan, do you want to start us off?
Let's go around the table here.
Go around the horn.
Okay. So weirdly enough, I didn't put my list down 1 through 10.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't really number mine specifically,
but now that I'm reading my list, it kind of weirdly matches anyway. So we're gonna go 10 and then work our way down.
Yeah.
10 to 6.
So for me,
Weird way to be turned on.
No, that's 6 to me.
That's kind of backwards, isn't it? Okay, NBA Hang Time.
Oh,
Also my number 10.
So I played the fuck out of that with my brothers growing up. I remember you could throw in cheats where you could turn your character into a wolf head.
Yes.
And
mascot
Wolf,
most.
yeah.
Yeah.
so like naturally for me, I had to be a wolf character.
Yep.
So yeah, the amount of hours played on that game growing up was just it's insanity.
Yeah, you learned like because it was like it was almost like a slot machine, right? There's like three things,
Three symbols
three
you had to-
symbols
yeah.
you could like change. So you get like big head mode.
Oh,
and,
it was like
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and the cool thing too is this
Midway.
kind of had like a not a dynasty mode, but like a season mode, and so all you had to do is just like write down
Your code.
your code
Ah,
to
fucking-
like keep track of your save.
The good old days.
But you could go back and keep playing the same characters in the same season, and so like that scratched the itch for me. That was so good. My next one is GoldenEye.
Okay.
For the same thing, like GoldenEye, the amount of hours played not only with my brothers but with friends coming over, playing the multiplayer stuff. No Odd Job was always
Slaps
that's
only.
the rule.
slaps only. That was another great one. RPGs
Launchers.
only, launchers
Yeah.
only. But like I remember playing through the opening level of that.
The levels were
hundreds
good
of
too.
times.
Like,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah, levels were great. Music was great. Obviously it was one of the few like movie tie-in video games that was actually good. Back in the day.
all I can say is if you're gonna go back and play that now, don't play it on a high definition big TV.
No.
Because
It
all
would
it
look
does is
terrible.
makes the pixels bigger and it looks fucking terrible.
I bet. Yes, it's what CRT.
Yeah, it's gotta be
It's
CRT.
gotta be CRT TV. Next one, like I said, these aren't really 10 in numerical order, but 1080 snowboarding.
Yeah.
I'm realizing my list is a lot of games that I played with my brothers.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is fine.
Growing up.
I mean, it was one of the few
That's the
consoles that
thing,
came
it's-
with
it's
4
our
ports.
personal
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like even up until recently.
controller ports.
Yeah, 4
Yeah.
controller ports off the bat.
So
no
good.
expansions. Like
Yeah. And like 1080, I think 1080 is probably the first snowboarding games that I ever played.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
I remember being fucking ass at it. Like I was so bad.
it was hard. It was not the best optimized game.
No. And so like I remember my brothers trying to like walk me through how to figure it out and like trying to figure out how the half pipe fucking
Yeah.
works. And
That game was way harder than SSX.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like unlocking the different snowboard options and stuff too
Yeah.
was great. And I think the music was really good too.
Yes.
It was pretty good.
I
I
remember.
think that had some good bangers in it. So, yeah, so that one was good. Mario 64. I mean, I think that's
Classic.
I think that's a generation defining game for a lot of people. I don't think it's the best game on the system for me personally. I don't think it's the best Mario game either, which I know is
Contentious.
contentious for sure. But like, dropping the penguin off the fucking cliff.
It's a staple.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a core memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jumping in,
Everybody
jumping in
had
the
to do that.
cannons.
Yeah. And that game was just a ton of fun. Yeah, again, like I mentioned whimsy earlier, it had all the whimsy of a Mario game. And a
I played
Nintendo
that
game.
at my orthodontist's like all the time.
Yeah.
Because they had an N64 in the waiting room area. And like I just would rip Mario there. while waiting.
Daryl would fuck up his braces on purpose, so he had to go to the ortho.
I was just asked to go early.
Yeah,
But, like-
there you go.
But that's like the basis for like every 3D Mario game since then, right?
Yeah.
Collect a star, go to a level,
Yeah.
do so, like
Yep.
Yeah.
And like they had a bunch of secrets back then. And again, that was like back before the crazy internet type days and social media. So it's like you were either stumbling upon these secrets purely by happenstance, or it was like I'm meeting up with my buddies at recess and
Talking
one of
about
my
it,
friends is like, hey, did you figure out, this spot? And you're like, that's a thing?
What?
Like,
Yeah.
holy
did
shit.
you know if you beat it and you shoot the cannon onto the roof that Yoshi's up there?
Yeah, it's like what the fuck. And then my last one, Gauntlet Legends.
Nice.
Yeah, same thing. Co-op game.
Yep.
You know,
Yellow Wizard has died.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty good, actually. That's pretty good.
That was probably my first experience into like a Diablo type, isometric game. And same thing as a kid, wasn't very good at it, didn't quite understand the whole
That one was hard.
concept of it, but just picking your characters and like all the different weapons and stuff, that game is just, it's so good. And every time I see Gauntlets or Gauntlet Legends, I'm like, bring that franchise back, man. Like,
I mean, there's one out on the
Champions
PS4.
of Norath.
God, champion.
Yeah.
That's later, but that's like kind of that same thing,
Yes,
like
yeah.
kind of that like
So good.
Marvel Avengers era
Yeah.
of those
I have
isometric
Gauntlet
co-op.
Legacy for PS2, and I played the shit out of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's that one was really
Other
good.
Baldur's Gate games of
Yeah.
that kind of
Yeah. That's just, I would love
Stuff that was-
that franchise to come back.
Yeah.
stuff that was D&D that we didn't know was D&D.
Yeah, right?
Correct. Yeah. So, that's I think that's
nice.
5.
That's your
Hot
first
start.
5? Okay.
Yeah,
I,
so that's my
Kyle.
5.
a little bit of double up here. Like my 10 was like, my first one was also NBA Hang Time. And if I kind of like shoehorn NFL Blitz in there too.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Also, yeah. One that maybe not a lot of people know is Shadowgate 64.
Oh, I forgot about Shadowgate. Fuck,
shit.
that was a good game.
It was like a
Yeah.
first person
Okay.
like puzzle solving sort of like fantasy RPG kind of thing.
That's the one where you start in prison, you have to break
Right.
out with like the bone, right?
Yes.
Is that the one I'm thinking of? You're like
Yes,
in
I
the
believe
castle?
so.
Yeah.
I remember again like needing walkthroughs and stuff.
That game was tough.
It was tough, and there's a lot of puzzly type stuff in it that I just like was like, I don't fucking know. I gotta look this up. I didn't know I had ADHD back then.
We do now.
We've learned.
We've always known.
Yeah, so Shadowgate, I remember we put a lot of hours into it, and eventually beat it with the help of a guide.
Yeah. It was a tough game.
Another one that Trevor and I played a lot of, and maybe actually like led to some arguments, was Clay Fighter.
Oh, I fucking love Clay
yeah,
Fighter.
that's a
The-
really
I
good
hate
Wild
fighting games, but I
races.
loved. I mean,
Fighter
it was the
my Super
90s.
Nintendo staple.
It was
Yeah.
the 90s.
Yeah, 63 and a third.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, and like some of the combos you could do with it were just absolutely absurd.
Yes.
They knew it wasn't a serious game, so there was tons of like secret areas and
Yeah.
secret
Yeah.
levels, like even more so than Mortal Kombat back then, of like, oh, you can break through this, you have to have this character and it puts you into this part of the map or whatever it is, and
Yeah.
the unlockables, like it had weird crossovers, like Earthworm Jim was in that game. Like,
I remember that. Yep.
I love Earthworm Jim.
but like I never
Yeah.
realized, so that was auction, like all of those characters were stop motion animated.
Yes. Yeah.
Like so it's just,
Yeah.
everything about that game was weird, but it was
It's so
super,
weird, but it was so
super
So fun.
So fun. We talked Gauntlet Legends already, which
Nice.
again, like that's a good one. That's like let your brother play. Like you can play together.
Yeah.
My
with
honorable
your
mention.
sibling.
co-op,
on
yeah.
Legends.
Yeah. And then the last one to round out my top 5 was actually WCW NWO World Tour.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
All right.
Yes.
The OG wrestling
It
Yeah.
games.
was
that's
between that
great,
one
man.
and like WrestleMania 2000, but this
Nice.
one
Okay,
we put
yeah.
a lot of hours.
That one
into.
was fun too.
That
was really
run
good.
out to the
So much
garage, run out
fun.
to the parking,
Yeah.
the parking lot.
It's
Or
so
like-
good.
Purposely winning matches by like ring out.
Yeah.
So you would like get out of the ring, run around so the countdown's almost done,
and
catch
then
your
slide
opponent,
back in.
throw them against the wall, and then slide back in, and they get counted out, and you won.
I'm sure that happened to me many
Yeah.
times.
I just the amount of characters you could play as
Was really
The
good.
roster
Yeah, the
very,
roster was
very
good.
good.
Yeah, it was really good.
and
That was
some,
like the peak
iconic
of
guys.
that was like the peak of wrestling for a while too,
yeah,
right?
like Attitude Era.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I got a tie-in for that too.
Yeah.
So
So that's my 10 to 6. I'm glad that you remember Shadowgate because
I forgot about that. It was one. It's like as soon as I would see it, I'd be like, yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah. Daryl.
So my actual time playing on N64, even though I didn't have one, was fairly extensive. I did get to play a lot of N64
He
games.
found a way.
I found a
Addicts,
way.
addicts find a way.
Yeah. So my number 10 was one that I re-rented over and over again, and I don't know why. Like it wasn't really rated that high, but I really liked it when I was a kid, and that's Rush Extreme Racing.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I played that a ton. Just like kind of arcadey racer really generic. It was like California Cruising on
Right.
steroids.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
There's a couple of those good ones
Yeah.
though.
There are some good
Cruising
racing
Exotic.
games on
There's
that.
Extreme
yeah.
G,
Yeah.
which was like kind of a Tron-esque, the one where you
Yeah.
were motorcycles.
Yeah, it's the bikes.
Yeah, they were the bikes.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That was a good one.
So that's my number 10. Number 9 to pair with yours. So Attitude Era wrestling games
Yes.
are the absolute bomb. And one of the ones that I played a ton was WWF No Mercy.
Oh,
That was like
Oh,
peak
yeah.
Also a good
Stone
one,
Cold
yeah.
Steve Austin.
right.
Going after Vince McMahon. This is like the first wrestling games you could grab a chair and hit
Yeah.
somebody with it. And like peak.
Look, that's a new feature.
Yeah.
So this is like peak wrestling. So funny. So that was my number 9. Again, the roster improved.
Yeah.
The graphics were different than the previous, like, weird depth side scrolling
Oh,
wrestling
God.
games with like
Yeah.
Bret the Hitman Hart and stuff like that. But super cool. I had Mario 64 as my 8th pick just
Okay,
because
yep.
it was something I didn't get to play all the way through ever, but I did jam on it and like it was fun. It was very different from the previous Mario games. Tying into Jordan's list, GoldenEye is my number 7. I didn't mind playing Golden Gun and stuff with my buddies, but I've been trash at shooting games.
He was shit at it.
From the
since
beginning.
So
That whole game, the movement and like the aim and everything, like
With like the C buttons
This,
to look.
yeah, the
Yeah, it
single
was a
stick
weird-
and everything. Yeah.
So that was what really started my disgust of shooting games. But I did have fun playing with the guys and playing in the basement at Ian's house. So, and number 6 is I didn't play this till later on for like very good reason for my parents and my sister to not let me. But number 6 I emulated and is Conker's Bad Fur Day.
oh yeah,
Is a classic N64
Yeah.
It's
game.
a classic. Yeah.
Super raunchy, edgy material.
So offensive.
So offensive, but so fucking funny. As like a early adult,
Yeah.
I was laughing my ass off playing that game.
Yeah, at that age, that is our humor.
Yeah.
Like that is peak teenage humor. Throwing shit at each other, and like pissing on things.
Yeah.
and, yeah. Just the whole thing was
So outrageous.
so funny.
could not be made now.
No.
Absolutely not. No, there's no way that game would even if it was made today, it wouldn't sell well.
No,
Like it just
it wouldn't hold.
all right. All right, starting at 10. Yeah,
That was my 10 to 6, yep.
That was his 10 to 6, yeah. So it starts. The one that I think was slightly better. I liked them both, but I'm gonna start with Perfect Dark, which was the
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
the sequel to 007, made by the same people. It was supposed to be
Futuristic.
Right.
supposed
Or
to be a
more
bit
futuristic.
Yeah, more futuristic. Supposed to be a bit more like less movie focused. But like
Yeah.
that, the multiplayer in that too was like
Multiplayer was
so
really
good. It was so
in
good.
that
And
shit.
like
Remember the gun
the
that
double
shot your walls?
double guns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of the highest rated N64.
It's so
Yeah, I
good.
think
Well, they
it's
were
like
trying to
top
bring-
5.
they were
for
trying to bring
sure,
it
yeah.
back too.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
It
Supposedly.
something came out for
It's-
GameCube.
It's been back
And
and
it
forth
was-
a bunch. Number 9, we got to go Diddy Kong Racing.
I knew somebody would have it on their list.
It's
I
going to be in
wasn't
someone's
sure,
top
yeah.
10, probably a bit
It's in my-
higher.
it's higher
Yeah.
for me.
I just found that one as a kid, like almost a little too hard. Like some of the boss
Yes,
races.
I remember us struggling.
like they were just like
If you didn't hit
as-
every turbo against that Triceratops one or whatever,
Yeah.
it is, that racing
Flying
dinosaur
pig.
up the hill.
yeah. There's just a few that were just like it was just a little bit too hard for a kid's game. So just like it didn't quite have the same legs as a Mario Kart.
Yeah. accessibility wise.
Yeah.
That's a missed game for me. I don't know why or how, but I never played that game growing up.
Weird.
Yeah.
Number 8, I had Banjo Kazooie. This
Yeah.
is the
Oh, I
start
totally forgot
of
about that
3D
series.
platformers. Very much a Mario
Yeah.
spin-off. Go find some stuff, but just like the double jumps and the stupid sounds and like the soundtrack for the game as well is just oh, God. Wabba, wabba, wabba. Yeah, just everything about it was like
that was too accurate. That was too good.
I
So-
have not played a Banjo Kazooie game in
I mean,
20 years, and
at least
somehow
That lives
Yeah.
rent free in your head. Is that sound?
ahoy, where you're like doing the double
Yeah,
jump
yeah.
and stuff. Like there's just so much about that game that was just so good. That same thing expanded on
Yep.
Mario, really that level based RPGs, which then when you get into PlayStation and PS2, you get your Spyros, your
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clanks, like you get all these like level based games. Number 7, this one was a big one for me. Kirby Kingdom of the Crystal Shards or Crystal
Yeah,
Shards.
that was all
yeah,
you.
that sounds.
So that was their first real shift from Game Boy to N64. So it was very much still a side scroller, but had like, with the extra depth. But the fun one with this one was that Kirby could inhale 2 people and you would get like these combo skills.
Oh shit!
So instead of just
cool.
inhaling the ice guy and having ice, you could do the ice guy and like the boomerang guy, and you could make like tornadoes or something.
Oh shit!
So I think that was one that they remastered for one of the Switches, or it's one that they've re-released recently. But it's like, honestly, it was a really fun game. I really enjoyed that one. And then number 6 for me, I did 1080 and Snowboard Kids.
Yeah,
like
Snowboard Kids with their giant ass noses.
They're weird nose. Yeah, they were like penguins, but they had giant noses. But just like that start of the extreme sports, like snowboarding games, like just so much fun. Like having kind of those RPG skill trees kind of for each character, and everything.
Yeah.
So much
fun.
So good.
That rounds out the first half of the member berries.
Few repeats, which makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But like more diversity than I was expecting, actually. There's some games that I completely forgot about, like Banjo Kazooie.
How do you forget about Banjo?
I wasn't as big into it. But you know what I am big into right now?
That's an odd segue.
It sure is.
What's going on under the table there, Kyle?
Show me your hands.
Hand check.
Everybody put their hands up.
What I am into is the treasure trove. So we're going to send it to Jordan this week for another episode, another installment of the Good Enough Treasure Trove.
The treasure trove.
Fucking betcha. Okay, so for anybody that's new to the show, the treasure trove is a segment where I take games that maybe don't get the love and attention that they should, or they come from an indie dev that maybe just doesn't have the marketing budget of your big AAA guys. And apparently I've been told many times I play everything and anything.
Yes,
so
you do. Yes, you do.
Figured
Give to Jordan, he'll play anything.
yeah, exactly. Let's make a segment out of it. So today, to kind of keep it sort of on theme, I guess, is a newer game for me that I've been playing for the last couple months or so, and it's called Songs of Conquest. This is a game like Heroes of Might and Magic.
Okay.
Talked to Daryl about this briefly.
Daryl's in. I'm in.
And I've always liked tactics games. I've always liked grid-based, turn-based RPGs, stuff that I can either kind of play while maybe doing something else, or they're great for travel as well. So this game, Songs of Conquest, released in May of 2024, so it's actually quite new, which I had no idea. It's developed by a company called Lava Potion. Dope. And the publisher is Coffee Stain Publishing. So both great names.
Yeah.
This game is very reminiscent of Heroes of Might and Magic. It has some like RTS elements to it. So you'll start a mission, it'll drop you into like an RTS map. Basically, it's got the Shadow of War fog everywhere. So
you have to explore.
You have to explore to find everything. And it's all broken out into turns, just like a tactics game would be. So you'll be traveling around this kind of overworld map. You'll be finding towns. You'll be finding enemies to fight. There's lots of hidden locations and stuff. So like you might come across a farmstead, and if you rescue the farmer and his family, now every turn you'll get, wheat and wood and, all these resources every turn.
It's very reminiscent of Heroes of Might and Magic. Then if you take over the cave, you get
Yeah.
gold and
Yeah, same kind of thing, and like usually there will be a town or like a village that you'll kind of take over, and then as you upgrade that town, there will be new sections that you can build. You can build a barracks, or you can build an armory, or whatever, and while you're doing all of this, you've got different objectives across the map. And then once you stumble across an enemy, it turns into the grid-based, tactics.
oh, sick, yeah.
That we've seen countless times. And the cool thing is some of the different hexagon squares, for lack of a better term, are elevated, and the elevation will give you different kind of buffs and debuffs
Advantage.
depending. So
Got
like
the high ground.
yeah, so like if you have an archer, you want to try and get him up to an elevated spot. And
That stupid game on Horizon.
Oh God.
Yeah. So the worst mini game.
The worst mini
It's
game.
so bad. But yeah, no, anyway, it's scratching the itch for me. The tactics are phenomenal. The story is actually really, really good. The thing I like for an indie game is they've got some good voice acting in there. The music is super catchy. And when you complete a mission, the whole thing is like your party goes to the tavern in town to like put your feet up, have a drink, and just kind of relax. And there's a cut scene at the end of every mission where the bard in that tavern sings about your conquests.
Sings songs of conquest.
Yeah, and so it's like this whole thing that just kind of replays what happens in that mission, and it's just
Sweet.
it hits the nail on the head. It's just so good. And like I bought the game, I think, for $7.
Oh, perfect.
So like it's so good for that. You can find it cheap on Steam. It is on every console as well. And yeah, it's sitting. It's like an 85 on Steam.
Oh, shoot. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so like it's reviewed really well. So yeah, Songs of Conquest if you're looking for a turn-based tactics game. And the art style I forgot to mention, it's like it's almost like Super Nintendo pixely
Oh, okay.
pixely retro
Nice.
graphics.
Like 16-bit,
16
32
bit
bits.
stuff, yeah. So
Sweet.
check it out.
All right. Back to memory lane here.
Yeah.
I think we'll go the other way.
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll let Trevor
Fuck yeah.
second sibling things here.
First time he's ever gone first.
Yay.
Okay. So starting with my number 5, we're gonna keep on the extreme sports theme.
Okay.
That first time dropping into the warehouse in Tony Hawk
Oh yeah.
is a
So good.
pivotal moment in a young man's life. I think.
I would say, yeah.
I mean, so much so, like the fact that they remade it.
Yes.
I mean,
Mhm.
all 1 through 4.
Yes.
And I'm really hoping they'd start redoing Underground as well, because I think there just needs to be a resurgence of
Yep.
extreme sports
Yeah.
games.
Yep.
I'd love Underground to come
Like,
back.
Yep.
It's an extreme sports game, but it's kind of an
Tony Hawk
exploration
and
RPG.
Underground.
Like,
Just bring back the underground.
yes,
Yep.
All the Undergrounds.
those games were so good. Same thing, ahead of their time. Like, so many cool things you could do. So many secrets.
Yeah.
Like as part of the levels, finding the hidden tapes and stuff. Like,
The only downside with those games was playing on the N64 controller
fuck, it was
versus the
tough.
PlayStation.
I was
Yes.
gonna say,
Yeah.
this isn't on my
Only-
list because I only played that on PlayStation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
Yeah.
PlayStation one for me.
yeah, playing it on an N64 controller was a bit difficult,
Yeah.
but it was still fun as hell. Next one I had was Mario Kart 64. Same thing, day one,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
part of that
Yeah.
bundle.
Yeah.
You get your controllers, you can immediately play with your brother, get your shit rocked until you learn the cheats and the secrets of, Wario's races and jumping over the wall and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
those
It's my
classic
number
Mario
four.
things.
like,
Secret
like the drift
sections.
holds and
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just like the battle component too, like
Yeah.
having the little battle maps with your
The
friends.
battle
and
maps
just
were fun with the balloons. Yeah.
I just liked the one with all the colored squares and the base floor just becomes
Yes.
shell abyss.
Yes,
It's just shells all over the place.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
So many core memories.
So that was a big
man.
one. My number 3, which obviously is going to go against every top 50 N64 list ever.
Good for you.
Oh, I
And
like
this one's
it.
Kyle. This Kyle will be on board with this one. I was not a Star Fox guy. I really dislike Star Fox, honestly, as like
That's
a
Yeah.
flight sim, whatever.
Yeah,
You got to give Buck Bumble a try.
on the board.
yeah. Nice.
One of the weirdest fucking games. You're flying as a bee. It's like a mix of like Star Fox and like Turok. So you're a bee defending your hive, and you're going through levels.
We've
With
talked about
various-
this before.
yeah,
on the
with
pod for
various
sure.
guns.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
And like you can land and walk around, but that's not the point. You're supposed to be flying through these levels, like killing other
Bugs.
pests and bugs. There's like bosses, and you can get like the fucking gamma rocket launcher, whatever. It's such a weird game, but it was so unique. It's
So
kind of like
good.
Little Big Planet to me. Like it was. I think it was British because they
Yeah.
had this like weird British like hip hop theme for
Yeah.
it.
Nice.
We'll play it for you guys after.
It's so strange, but so unique, and I think
good.
that's why it.
Definitely,
I don't
definitely
just
a
like-
game I never.
No, I don't know where we found it or why
Retro
we
kid
got it.
goggles, you know,
Yeah.
like
That's got to be like a video rental one.
Yes,
You guys saw the
100%.
box
Sure.
art.
Yeah, it's a bee holding like a laser
Yeah,
and
you're
stuff.
like, fuck it, let's try it.
And like
That looks cool. I want to rent that.
Yeah.
like same thing, just like Banjo Kazooie. Like I can remember, like if you lose all your health and you get shot down, like that wah as he like
Right.
falls out of the
Yeah.
sky, like just it's stuck in my brain. And
That's
then my
so
top
good.
two are a little bit more like traditional. So I've got
Yeah.
Mario 64, same thing, one of the greats for
Yeah.
a reason, and then Ocarina of Time. Like it is to me it is just the greatest game that sort of like we talk about with certain games that shift the paradigm of how games
Yeah.
are made. Like it is so good. I know Daryl said you hadn't played it.
No,
Honestly, get a emulator.
Which is
and
why it's
play
not
it.
on my list. So
Yeah.
don't come at me
Yeah.
that it's
Yeah.
not on my list.
Relax.
I haven't played it.
But even like
Everybody.
I remember a couple of years, like several years ago, just getting an emulator and replaying it. Like
Mhm.
it's just so good.
It played really well on the
Yeah.
3DS too.
Yeah.
Like the 3DS one that came out was
Yeah.
very good.
Like
Oh,
yeah,
sweet.
the graphics aren't the greatest, but like all the other components of it are still very good.
If you just put yourself into that time, like
Yeah.
when I go back and play
exactly.
Legend
Yeah.
of Dragoon, like the graphics now are not awesome.
It's like
But
a place of
It's
understanding.
the game
Yeah.
Yeah.
that gets you. It's not the
Well, that was back then. It was gameplay was king.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if the game was fun to play, it didn't matter about any of the other shit.
Daryl.
Number 5. I don't know if anyone else will have this, but this was one of those ones where when I would go to certain people's houses or I would babysit or like whatever, this is the one I could not put down, and that's Pokemon Stadium.
Ooh yeah.
So Pokemon Stadium is my number 5 in this. Like, it was just battle focused. If you had the attachment on the back of the controller, you
Yes,
could put your
you put the
cartridge
cartridge-
You could
in
see
and
your
load
Pokemon.
your Pokemon
Yeah.
in,
Yes.
Which
from
is like
red or
so
blue,
cool.
which is one of the coolest facets to a gaming
Yes.
device. I think
Weirdest
could have
crossover
done.
accessory. Yeah.
I don't know who figured out how to make that work, but amazing.
Well, and the other cool thing is like you could play. It was one of the few times you could play red or blue on your TV screen.
Yes.
Like you could play the legit Game Boy game
On
on,
the
the
TV.
TV, which was like that was
Mind-blowing
nuts.
as a kid, yeah.
So cool.
But like going and getting all the badges, or even just trying to use the game's preloaded
Oh, the shitty level 50
yeah.
Pokemon.
level 50
Yeah.
ones to try and win all of the badges and whatever. I what a cool challenge. It got rid of all the extra stuff and just let you fight. With like animations for
Yeah.
Pokemon,
Yeah.
which was so rad.
Yeah, like you actually got to see movement
Yeah.
of these characters for the first time.
So that was
Yeah.
super, super cool. That's my number 5. Number 4 is one of the ones I played primarily the most, which is Mario Kart 64
Yep.
classic. So
So
agreed
good.
with you for
Every
number 4
house
there.
party collection of
Yeah,
friends.
always
Someone's
came out.
busting out Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Number 3 is still in the kart racing. Diddy Kong Racing is 3 for me, and it is because I spent a lot of time doing all the unlockable stuff and honing in on those skills and getting it. And like I think I was pretty close to finishing Diddy Kong Racing and getting everything. We played a lot of hours on that one.
Same
I
thing,
rented
just a
it over and
classic.
over.
Like
Yeah.
you've got your
Yeah, yeah,
overworld with your locked doors.
Yeah.
But then like the other vehicles.
It was so much
That's
fun.
what made
I
Diddy
had
Kong so
fun.
much
Yeah,
different.
right. Diversity.
Different than
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring back Diddy Kong Racing. man.
Yeah, it was
Like,
so good.
Well, Mario
Yeah.
Kart
Change
just
the name,
Mario Kart just copied it. Like,
yeah,
right? They
that's
just
true.
took all the vehicles and they've kind of blended.
Number 2, I'm a fighting game guy.
You are.
I played all my Mortal Kombats on PC and Super Nintendo and PlayStation, but the one fighting game that I could only play on N64, which I played the fuck out of, was Killer Instinct.
Fuck yes.
Killer Instinct is so
Great
good, man.
Glacius and Ember, Saberwolf, Jago, like that game is so much fun. And if you're not particularly good at fighting games, this is a button mashing, like forgiveness special. You can
Love it.
You can have the craziest combos, and that guy's voice, the combo, like ultra combo, like you just
Combo breaker.
the guy is so excited.
He's
Whatever
so hyped
voice
up about it, yeah.
changer they use for that guy is incredible. The character designs were super cool. It was very different from anything else. You know, Street Fighter, everything is like an alien or a hybrid or a robot or whatever. It's just,
full gore.
Full gore, yeah.
So just honestly, that game was so much fun. I love Killer Instinct.
I always loved games back then that had announcers, because you know that guy probably only made like $250 and had his lunch paid for him that day, and like they just iconic voice lines.
And then kind of following suit, the one that I think I don't think I laughed any harder than playing this with my buddies, and is really, when I think of N64, is the one that comes to mind, and that's Super Smash Bros. For me, is being able to play as Pokemon and Mario and Donkey Kong
and slap the shit out of each other.
That's how this is a game that I learned who Samus was. Like I never even played Metroid Prime or anything, any Metroid game previous. I didn't know who the fuck Samus was until this game.
Sweet robot. And then someone's like, "Did you know that's a chick?" You're like, "Oh my god!"
That was Falcon for me. I had never played F-Zero, never heard of it before, and then that was my introduction to that franchise. Was Smash.
That guy's way too jacked to be like a car driver. It is what it is.
Yeah. Okay, well, there's a lot of overlaps here with
as there's going to be.
It happens.
GoldenEye and Perfect Dark were my number 5. Like just the first person shooter. And
who gives a fuck about the stories either in those games?
Nobody cared. Nobody cared.
No.
Yeah.
This is the
still played
the
through
era
it all.
of couch co-op. Yeah.
But also, like, I loved that the mission difficulty was also in the objectives and like the time to beat it. You know, there's that like time
kind of
component.
like when you got into like the Halo, where they would add the difficulties and stuff. But there's all these like special objectives
to do.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct was number 4 for me. I remember Trevor and I fighting quite a bit.
Literally and
in the game. Yeah.
Fucking headlock in the couch.
Yeah. Buck Bumble was number 3 for me.
Hey, look at
Great
you
game.
two.
Look at that.
That like
that's just like a weird memories game. Like
it is. It's one of those things. It's like a shitty childhood movie that you remember that you
Double
love.
Dragon.
Like
So
like
good.
Warriors of Virtue.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a terrible movie.
It's awful.
It's so
but
bad.
you watch it.
Yep.
You watch it. Number 2 is actually F-Zero X.
Nice.
that was on my extras. Yeah.
Even just like the physics of some of it, where you like the racetrack could be like a tube and you're going like around.
But if you go too fast in a corner, you like launch off. That's like the most like flow state game because of how how quick it goes.
Yeah, everything's coming at you.
You just get this like tunnel vision. Like,
and I think that's also why I love the Mute City track on Mario Kart 8.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Is because
the music.
The music and the vibe of it is F-Zero X, because that's where it came from, you know?
Yeah.
And obviously the last ones, those like they're the yellow and blue cartridges of Tony Hawk 1 and 2. So many core memories of that. They're so good. And the sound, we've talked about it over and over again.
Soundtrack's incredible.
Soundtrack's amazing.
Game was super fun. The unlockables are great.
Yeah. And then like number 2 added like create a character.
Yeah.
And
that was such a big thing too.
Stats.
Yeah, you can build up your
Unlock
stats
Spider-Man.
and like
I'm gonna go back and download it.
the remake, like the remakes that came out, they did such a good job.
Phenomenal. 3 and 4 I didn't like as much.
I think those games just kind of fell off as they were.
Yeah, they weren't as good.
They didn't
with
really
games.
expand on the franchise. They just kind of did the same thing in different places.
Yeah.
But Underground is where it became like
Yes.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, like to me, 1 and 2 are phenomenal, and then you go Underground
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
Making your own park was like the fucking
Oh my god.
Yeah.
amazing.
I love that with the new ones now is that you can get like you can play other people's created parks and
That
they are
is
just
cool.
like wild and there's so many weird ones.
Jordan, round us out here.
All right. So same thing, a little bit of overlap, but I got 2 in here that weren't mentioned, so I'm kind of excited.
Oh, perfect.
So, number 5, wrestling game, but different. Ours was WCW versus NWO Revenge.
So that's an incredible game. I only got to play it like twice because it was always rented.
Yeah.
There's
always
so many,
always.
prior to like
Yeah.
WWE 2025 or whatever, like there was like 4 wrestling games like
So many
vying.
different
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the same thing at the time where like WWF was separate.
Well,
And they were
because
like
this
their
was the Monday
own-
Night Wars.
Yes.
This was part of it. Was WWF versus WCW, and WCW NWO like was a huge storyline that was taking money away from
Yeah.
WWF. So
Yeah. It's like a whole thing. It's
Yeah.
so weird.
I remember same thing. The roster size was huge. It had the Royal Rumble stuff in
Yeah.
there too, which
Chaos.
was awesome. I always played as either Rey Mysterio.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Rey
Oh,
Mysterio
yeah.
was OP in that
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. Goldberg, Mysterio.
I can't remember his name, but there was a ninja wrestler.
Oh, he was a dragon.
What the fuck was his name?
I know exactly who you're
Ultimate
talking
Dragon.
about. Yes.
Is that who it was?
Ultimo Dragon.
Ultimo Dragon.
All I know is that I was looking at the character roster and there was a ninja, and I was like, "Yep, I don't know who this is, but I like
That's
it."
the guy.
So, but yeah, the same thing with my brothers. Anybody that came over to play,
playing this.
like that's the game that would come out. So good.
Booker T. Was Booker T in that one or is that WWE?
No, it's WCW.
Okay. I can't remember who was.
Yeah.
I can't remember who. Yeah.
Yeah. He's in that one.
Next one was Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2.
Nice.
Yeah. Same thing, core memory, like figuring out that you could play the Game Boy games on your TV through Stadium. Like that just
Yep.
blew my mind.
And I know, and Stadium 2 is better.
It
than
is
Stadium-
better.
than
Yeah.
Stadium 1.
but I have more memories with 1.
Me too.
One was more
than
iconic.
2.
2 was mostly just adding in gold, silver, wasn't it?
I think so.
And then, like, they kind of
another
updated it a little
quality
bit.
of life
Yeah.
things within it.
yeah.
Just didn't
The
hit the
UI
same.
was better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably a better game, but it's just not the one you remember.
Mhm.
No, yeah. For me, it was 1, and I honestly have no idea where I even got Pokemon Stadium. I don't know if we owned it. I don't know if we rented it. Like,
I only vaguely
have no
remember us.
idea.
I only remember us renting it. I think once or twice, which is why I think
Yeah.
until you said you could play Red and Blue on your TV, like I didn't know that.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right? Like, because I just never played it that
you
much.
just you like stumbled upon
Yeah,
it in
like, huh?
the menu options. Like,
What?
yeah, it was just such a weird thing. Next one was Smash Bros. My first interaction with Smash Bros was a buddy's house. We didn't own the game in our house, but I would walk across the street into his cul-de-sac, and he had this game called Smash Bros. And I was like, you can play as fucking Pikachu and Star Fox, and like it was mind blowing. I think I convinced him to let me borrow it. I don't know if I ever gave it back.
That's
I'm-
worth
if
money
I'm
now. That's,
honest.
nowadays, that's like $5,000 theft. Like that's
that's
a
some serious
collectible.
shit. So, so that's number 3 for me. Number 2, which I'm shocked that this franchise hasn't been mentioned, Turok 2.
they were good, but like iffy.
Yeah.
But they were very memorable.
Yeah, so Turok 2, again, one of those games. Somehow we owned it.
Super gory. That's like Doom. Like right at that time, where
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
like, "That's like the game your parents were like, that game's the devil."
Yeah. I remember my brothers introducing me to the game, and then my parents figured out that there was blood, and my mom was like a very no blood in video games type thing, but there was actually an option in the settings you could change the blood to green.
You can change the color of it.
Yeah,
that was for like international because there's certain countries that
Yes,
same thing. They
that's
didn't
right.
they didn't
That what it was?
allow it to
Yeah.
be
Oh,
blood, so it
okay.
had to be green.
Yeah, so I remember that distinctly, and then I remember all the cheats. So
Yeah.
we
Yep,
would
yep.
usually unlock all the guns and then just fucking mow
Just-
down.
yeah.
As you're
Not just the
going
shitty
through.
bow.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that to come back.
played the fuck out of that. I don't know how many times we beat that game, and I would say 95% of the playthroughs were with cheats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it was
It's
just
way more fun with
There's no
more
other-
guns.
cycling all
There's no
the
other way to
guns.
get rid of the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that game was so fun. And then number one, which is it's a boring choice, but Ocarina of Time.
I've never played the game, but we've shit on Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and I think that that's slightly justified.
I think
But
so too.
I
yeah.
think Ocarina of Time deserves its flowers. From everything that I've seen, watched,
Yeah.
heard, I think that that's probably like the best N64 game that was
And
ever made.
I will argue with anyone that Ocarina is better than Majora's Mask. Because
Oh, it
Majora's
is.
Mask
It
is cool and it introduced some cool characters and like had some weird side stuff, but
Yeah.
like so much of it is like just dependent on these like weird little side tasks that you randomly do to
Mhm.
get these masks. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't play that game without a guide
Yeah.
because there's so many of these like little things you have to do at the right times to get these
Yeah.
very specific masks that may or may not actually like do anything. But
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. And like, again, this is another probably contentious thing, but Ocarina of Time's not even my top Zelda game of all time.
No.
Like for me, Link to the Past is still the best Zelda game ever. And a lot of that I acknowledge stems just from like personal memories for me. But I still think that game is so good. But yeah, it's easy to emulate. Like, you know, for you, Daryl, it's easy to emulate. There's a lot of platforms that you can play that game on.
Yep.
So it's definitely, even today, it's
if you don't want to pay Nintendo $90 to
Yeah.
play an
Yeah.
N64 game,
yeah, it
No,
is
I'm good.
worth to play for sure. But I don't know. I don't know if you guys have honorable mentions.
I
If you
do.
I was
wanna,
gonna say, well, just shout out.
I
just
have a couple.
rapid fire.
We're not
yeah,
we're not going to go in deep detail of it.
No, just rapid fire.
Yeah, Bomberman 64.
Oh yeah.
That was like a good party game too. Rampage 1 and 2. Trevor and I loved those.
I
games.
forgot about
played it on a
Rampage.
different system.
Arcade for me.
Niche one, Jet Force Gemini.
yep, that was a weird game.
That was
It was a cool game, but it was
Never-
weird.
yeah.
that one.
Never
And
played
the
that
Mischief Makers was another
Yeah,
one.
I had that on my list as well. Yeah.
It's like we had the same system.
It's like we rented this. Yeah, it's like we lived in the same house.
Played the same games.
Wave Racer.
Yeah.
That's true. I just
Played that a
I
lot.
thought it would have made yours.
Yeah, I didn't put it down.
there's
'cause I
just
thought
so many
Trevor
good
would have it.
racing games
Yeah,
from that
yeah.
time. Like
Hot Wheels Turbo Racing.
Same thing. Played on
Lego.
a different
Yeah.
system.
Played the shit out of that.
Lego Racers.
Extreme G.
Yep.
Had that on there.
Yeah, because that was like Extreme G also had like a battle mode and like they had some other weird stuff. It wasn't
Yeah.
as good, but people seem to have rated it very highly.
And then Mario Golf.
Yeah.
That was
classic.
the first sport. I think that was the first Mario sports game I ever played.
Okay, because I was like, I can't
Mario.
remember which one of them came first between tennis and golf
But
on the
also
N64.
tennis was good.
I want to
Yeah.
say tennis was maybe first. Yeah, but I played both, but golf is
See, I
the
didn't
one
play
that I
either of those
remember.
on the
Did Paper
N64.
Mario come out on the N64?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that game was good too.
Yep.
Yeah. So
That was
yeah,
on there too.
those are my hits. I had Pokemon Snap on there too.
I put Pokemon Snap in my honorable mention. I also played another game that I could never get all the way through, but I really enjoyed it. I liked the vibes of it, and that was Gex 64.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Gex,
Gex, yeah. I think we rented that maybe twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
thought
I
it was a
could
good
see the
game.
box art though. I could see the
within in the
image.
tux. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like before the Geico guy was.
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
It was Gex.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that got ruined by the Geico guy.
Yeah.
And it's copywritten. And he's done.
Trev, do you have any extras?
They've all been
You're all
said.
tapped out.
Yeah.
What was your favorite N64 game?
Yeah, please
Tell
let us know.
Please tell us.
Please let us know.
This is a 30th anniversary. We love to talk about it and share in some of those random memories.
The weirder, the better.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell us your favorite N64 memory. Tell us your favorite N64 game. Tell us the 3 digits on the back of your credit card.
And your mother's maiden name.
I'm just kidding. Once again, thank you very much for tuning in to our trip down memory lane. I think that was good enough.
Good enough.
Good enough.
It's good. You know what? Better than good. Good enough.
Good enough.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at GEG Podcast. Check out our website, goodenoughgaming.com. and write us an email about anything from our episodes or something you would like us to discuss in the future. You can also now join us on Discord on the Good Enough Gaming Discord server. We really appreciate you listening and hope you continue to join us on this epic adventure of discussing all things gaming and nerdy. Please subscribe to the Good Enough Gaming podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever else you listen to your podcasts, and rate us 5 stars so we can find more good enoughers in the process. Just remember, we might not be great, but we are good enough.